Hey guys, this is gonna be one of those big ol' long boys, a let's build. So, grab something tasty, get comfortable, and throw this on in the background while you kinda doze off and do your own thing. Or anything else, really. More meant for background chatter. But if you stick around close to the end there, we get into some deeper topics, so do what you will.
Alright, so you can probably see the particle board over there on top of the table saw. I've got that up because it is time to start staining my projects. And I don't want the stain on top of the table saw, because if it gets on that, it's going to dry, it's going to get all sticky, it's going to make it really hard to push wood through the blade. So, put that down, just protects it. For this, I don't really care so much, because this is just like a wooden tabletop, whatever. I scavenged that, and it's not very good quality anyways. Probably going to replace it at some point, and that guy, he's just on the floor, and he's getting stained anyways, so I'm going to put the dark walnut on this guy. I'm going to put red oak stain on these guys. Two of these guys are going over there, and two of these guys are staying on this table here. So, yeah, always make sure to read the directions on your stain. I'm going to be using an oil-based stain. Actually, I think both of them, both the dark walnut and the red oak, are what do you call that? Oil-based stains, and then the polyurethane, which is the top coat, which is what protects it, that's water-based. So once I apply the stain, I have to wait 3 days for it to dry before I can put the polyurethane on. So let's get started. Time for the second coat. See, with this stuff, you're supposed to shake it. With this stuff, you're supposed to stir it. Alright, nothing too exciting here. Basically just wiping down the two pieces that have stained. And then once they're wiped down, I'll probably move them to the other room and then stain the shelves. Pretty nice, eh? I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but I like it. Alright, so for these guys, you gotta let them sit for another 8 hours or so, and then they should be ready to go. Oh, that's not cool. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is this guy back here. I'm going to put all the stain on him. I'm going to stand him up. Hopefully he doesn't fall over, hopefully. Luckily this is a personal project, so I don't really care. But, I'm going to do that guy first, stand him up. Bring this guy over there, do all his stains, stand him up, and then I'm going to do these two over here following the same principle. So, let's get to work. Remember, we got to stir it, not shake it. There we go, that should be stirred up enough. What kind of music do you guys like listening to? I'll listen to just about anything, really, but right now I'm listening to Rob Zombie. He's one of my favorite metal artists. Yeah, tell me what you think down in the comments. What's your favorite kind of music? My favorite style of music is probably also metal, but again, if it's well made, I'll listen to just about anything. What's the thing with this red oak stain? The instructions say that after 5 to 15 minutes I should wipe off any excess, but this pine, which it is just pine, the grain is so wide on this that it just soaks up anything I put into it. So even a heavy coat like this, I'm probably not going to have any excess to wipe off. Second coat, maybe, but still. I plan to put it on like heavy, but not so heavy that I actually have to go out of my way to wipe off any excess. And again, that's pretty easily done on pine, where one of the primary features is how absorbent it is. Oh, just for reference, again, all of these boards, including my previous projects, were sanded down to 320 grit, or up to 320, I don't know, up, down. Started at 120 and I went to 320, just to make it real nice and smooth. So, hopefully that'll turn out quite nice for me. If not, well, it's a personal project. Don't really care too much. Just kind of, I'm basically, on my personal projects, I just kind of slap stuff together. But I always try to learn more from my personal projects, and then I really apply myself when I'm doing something for someone else. For example, I just finished a knife for one of my friends in the Air Force, and he thought it was amazing. He's like, man, this is awesome. What are you charging? And I was like, well, I'm not really happy with it, so how about we say 40 on this one, and then maybe later I can remake it for you. And he's like, no, dude, I love this. I'm giving you 60. And I was like, I mean, okay, I will take it. If someone wants to pay me more, I'm not going to undersell myself. I guess that's something that I need to learn how to do better, is realize my own value. I've had people tell me that before. It's like, no, you keep underselling yourself. So I should avoid doing that as much as I can in the future. I always like to start on the bottom so that when I flip it over, if it does get a little bit scratchy or whatever, it doesn't matter too much. So this one, I want to be careful not to knock that guy over, because that would suck. But at the end of the day, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, when I asked you guys if you'd want to see my process, what I was thinking was, I'm talking to myself anyways, so I may as well be on camera doing it, and then I don't have to call myself crazy, eh? Didn't you guys do that? You guys talk to yourself while you're doing stuff? Apparently it's a pretty common thing. Hell, I mean, I might just be talking to myself. I don't know how good that camera is. Oh, goodness. I'm talking to another buddy of mine. He got a camera, or not a camera, a mic, that he's not really using too much anymore, so he said he'd sell it to me for a bit of a discount, and I was like, fucking sweet, man, hit me up. So yeah, it's just the next time I see him, I'm gonna talk to him about it, hopefully have some cash for him, and hopefully I'll have a product on him. It's like a little, I can't remember the exact words they used for it, but it's like a little clip-on mic, and it can hook up to your phone, it can hook up to your computer, anything really. So I'm going to be able to use that for doing like voiceovers, I'm going to be able to do it for live action stuff, and let's get thumbs up. I don't know the rest of the Latin. Sorry, I listen to a song right now that's using Latin, and I'm trying to imitate it. I really like how Latin sounds, but I mean, to this day, I've still only learned 2 phrases in Latin. One is rest in peace, and the other one is, what is it? Et spera inferni, which is through the thorns of life to the depths of hell. Which is pretty accurate, because life is pretty thorny. Sometimes things get tough. If you guys are having a tough time, don't don't feel shy about reaching out to me. I know that pretty much anyone who's going to be watching this is going to be my friend, and I just want to let you guys know I'm always here for you. So, yeah, don't hesitate to contact me if you need it. Nice. And you know what, even if you're not my friend, like in real life, in person, if you're seeing this and you need some help, don't be afraid to contact me or literally anyone that you know, anyone that you feel comfortable going to. Like, make sure you talk to your friends and family. Mental health is not a joke. It's not something to be taken lightly. It's very important to get help for it. Alright, hey everyone, we are back. Sorry about that. My camera ran out of memory space and we lost a decent amount of footage, so sorry, but nothing we can do, keep going, right? Yeah, this might actually be a bit much for it. The boards were feeling a bit tacky after a 5-hour sit. So this much stain might not actually do good, but we'll see. Maybe all I'll have to do is just actually wipe it down after 15 minutes, eh? So I was going back through the footage and I was just kind of skimming through it. I'm not sure if you guys missed the part about me talking about consistency, but I think you did, which I am sad about because I had a good little instructional time. The James Green Guarantee 10x kind of deal. My brush is falling apart. Yeah, there we go. Basically, you want to strive for consistency in everything you do. Both consistency of quality and consistency of improvement. You want everything to be good all the time, and you want to be getting better as you go. Well, it's kind of nice. It gives it like a burnt look. I like it. At my old job, I remember sitting down and realizing that I am now a professional. I am a professional. And that is kind of weird to me. I've never really been a professional before, and now I am, so it's kind of it's a good feeling. Like, yeah, no, I'm actually an authority on things. I know things that others don't. It's strange. But anyways, because I know these things, I want to share them. That's part of why I'm making this series. Series? I don't know. Part of why I'm doing these videos. Because I like to share knowledge. If it were up to me, everyone would have full access to all the information in the world, so that they could pursue what they thought was the best fit for them. They were stuck behind a paywall like they are in so many cases. If everyone had access to full education, well, there'd be a lot more educated people, and perhaps roles would be filled a lot better. And the world might be a better place. With free access to information and knowledge. That'd be nice. So, yeah, that's why I'm, part of the reason why I'm taking the knowledge that I have and sharing it with you guys. Everyone deserves knowledge. I mean, a lot of the knowledge that I have comes from YouTube, but a lot of it also comes from industrial experience. So it's a good mix. It's a good mix. Again, I don't know if this was caught on the previous video. I didn't watch every individual second of it, but oftentimes when I'm talking to myself, or in this case to you guys, to the camera, I don't really pay attention to what I'm saying. Like, I have a general idea of what I'm talking about, but the words that actually come out of my mouth are not fully regulated by my brain. They're more like, this is the idea that we're getting across, and sort of saying words along those lines, yada da da. And that's kind of how it comes out. And I didn't realize that until I started doing these videos, watching through them. And as I'd watch through them, I'd realize it's like, wait a minute, I don't remember saying that at all. I have no memory of this. I didn't think I said that, but I did. I don't know. Kind of funny, honestly. I think it's kind of funny. Just don't take any great offense if I say something stupid, eh? Oh man, saying something stupid. That reminds me of an friggin' event that happened recently. I was the victim of a confused Florida family, Florida and Texas. They were spread between the two states. Anyways, I'm just there minding my own business, just enjoying life as it is, and kind of going through, working hard as I do, and all of a sudden I'm getting all these random comments on my Instagram page about how, my personal Instagram page, about how, oh, I'm ugly, and what are you even posting, you're a waste of life, and it's just like, what? I mean, at first I thought it was just a spam account that was going through and was targeting random people, just because I know that some people are malicious for the sake of malcontent. And I was just like, oh, whatever, but then it kept happening, and then they tried to contact my friends and my family and talking shit about me, and I was just like, what the hell is happening here? So I reached out to them, I was like, listen, I don't understand what is happening, why are you people doing this? And they wouldn't say anything. They weren't talking to me, they would refuse to talk to me. It wasn't until they sent a message to my girlfriend, trying to tell her to break up with me, because I am this horrible person that's making women feel bad about their bodies and all this jazz. And she showed me this, and I was just like, yeah, no, these are the people who've been talking shit on Instagram. Like, ask him what the hell he's talking about, because I wanted to figure out what it was. Like, what is going on here? So she asked him, she's like, listen, like, we don't know what you're talking about. He hasn't done any of this shit that you're talking about. Like, could you please explain? And this guy sent a screenshot of a post on an app that I have never used in my life. And the person on the app had the same username as my Instagram account. And so obviously we're just like, yeah, like that wasn't me. You need to stop. Like, you're upsetting us. And he's just like, oh, well, I'm sorry. Actually, I don't think he said sorry at first. I'm pretty sure at first he said, oh, well, if it's not you, then I'm sure you can see where the confusion comes from. And it's just like, oh yeah, I can see where the confusion comes from, but maybe you can see where the confusion comes from in my absolute disbelief that a fully grown man would go around causing shit with a 20-year-old based on an assumption that had to do with a completely separate application. Like, it's baffling. And the only thing I could really think of to console myself, to console us, was monkeys in a zoo are gonna throw shit at the first thing that they perceive deserves it. They're not gonna think about it, they're just gonna throw it. Doesn't matter. And, well, that was a minor consolation. It's still upsetting to know that some people really haven't evolved that much further than apes. But, c'est la vie. I always try to advocate for, if not agreeance between parties, acceptance. Like, you don't agree with what I'm saying, I accept that, I'm going to move on with my life because it doesn't really affect me in any way. If it does affect you in some way, then you need to take a stand, you need to, if it's serious, you need to contact the authorities, you need to, maybe not necessarily confront them, but take steps to remove that negativity from your life. But yeah, if it's not serious, like, just let them be ignorant and just move on with your life. Obviously, you want to try and communicate with them at first and be like, why is this happening? Like, please stop. Or even if it's not necessarily negative, it's just a disagreement. You can talk to them and maybe understand where they're coming from and perhaps change your own viewpoint. Like, it's good to be opinionated, but it's more important to be able to change your mind. You have to be able to accept new information. In the case with this family that was coming after me, I mean, the guy left me alone when he realized I had nothing to do with it, but it was just kind of ignorant of him to do that in the first place. I don't know why he didn't try to contact the person on the application. I don't know why he went to a different social media outlet for that, but that's the way it is. Moral of the story is, don't assume things. Don't get irrationally angry over something that may have nothing to do with anything else. Another thing along the same lines is that don't hold on to grudges either. Like, of course I'm still thinking about this event that happened, but for the most part, I don't really care. Like, yeah, it hurt that someone would do that, but I mean, ghost, man. It hurt that someone would do that, but it didn't really affect me much more than that. Like, there's no change in my life about it. And, I mean, worst case scenario, I just block them. They don't know where I live, they don't know who I am, they can't contact me any other time, like, it's whatever. Which actually, this might be a controversial opinion, but, like I said, it's good to have opinion, as long as you can change your mind. Controversial opinion along this line. Internet bullying, social media bullying, I really can't take that seriously. Like, if someone is affecting you that much over a screen, like, bro, turn it off. Like, go outside, go for a walk. Like, that literally does not affect your life. That being said, there are times when assholes will take it into your personal life. If, for example, it's someone at school who has some kind of grudge against you for some unknown reason, and they bring that into your personal life, then it becomes an issue. But if it is affecting your personal life, then you need to contact someone who can actually do something about that. Perhaps confront them yourself if you don't think it's going to get violent, or maybe you're a violent person and that's what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But, I mean, a lot of times, if it's just a stranger on the internet who has no contact with you in your personal life, bro, just block them. Turn the screen off, walk away, like, turn around. For stuff that's not related to your personal life, it's just, I can't take that kind of stuff seriously. If it does affect your personal life, of course, that's something that can be taken seriously. That's a no tolerance kind of deal. Because if someone's going to be an asshole to you in person, to your face, or actually affect the friendships and relationships that you have, that is, like, that's a huge impact on your life, especially in your formative years, because everyone at that age generally tends to take things very seriously. And if that's your personal life, then I guess, yeah, it does deserve to be taken seriously, eh? Just not if it's a random internet stranger. Yeah. That's what I think anyways. Guys, why can't we just coexist? Honestly, being able to coexist with everyone would be nice, but it's really not feasible. Because no matter where you go in life, people are people, and there's always going to be assholes, regardless of the culture, regardless of race, religion, region, upbringing. There's going to be assholes everywhere. There's going to be good people everywhere, too. But there's always going to be those who stand in the way of true coexistence, and I don't think that's necessarily something to hold against them. That's just the way things are. All you can do is just try your best to be better than them. And that's one of the principles I live by, is just... it might sound selfish when I put it this way, but you have to try and be better than everyone else. Both mentally, physically, and emotionally. Show your emotions more passionately, but have more control over them. Do research, educate yourself, allow yourself to be intelligent, facilitate wisdom, make your body stronger, train your body, train your mind. Experience as much as you can in life. The more experiences you have, the better equipped you will be to deal with any situation that arises. So try to get experience in every aspect of life, anywhere from poverty to riches, from high society education down to the most uneducated backwoods farmer you ever met. Experience a bit of everything. That's my advice. I don't know if you saw that on camera. I kind of dinged the edge a little bit there because I'm trying to be too good for my own good, maybe. Anyways, I'm gonna go clean my brush. I'll be right back.
Alright guys, this one's already long enough and I'm done the stain anyways, so we're going to pick this up in the video regarding the polyurethane. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope you have a great day. What do you think? I need an outro of some kind.
Well, yeah, just use this, bro.
Okay.